Hi guys, I know what it's like. You've been out, you've done a workout, especially when you've been out and done a run. The last thing you really feel like is spending some more time doing some more activity. So I want you to think of these stretches as an essential part of any outdoor workout that you do. In fact, saying that, if you run on a treadmill, you should also do these essential stretches. Because what's going to happen otherwise is you're going to accumulate tightness, and tightness basically is going to inhibit your ability to work out properly. Because if you get tight joints, basically you won't be able to use your muscles to the full range. You'll start to make these weird little compensations. Suddenly you'll get injured. You haven't done anything different and you're thinking, how did that happen? Well, it was because you hadn't done the stretches that stop you from building up tension throughout your kind of muscular chain. So these little stretches here, they're really, really important. You should do them every single time you run and walk as well. So it's a quad stretch. They're really simple. We've designed you a few where you don't actually have to lie on the floor. Might be wet, not as nice as today. So you just stand here, keep your knees together, nice and tall. If your foot will touch your buttock, means that you've already got the flexibility. If you haven't, it's something to work towards. You want to be able to feel it. If you can't feel the stretch, you're not really stretching. So you want to get into a position where you can actually feel that muscle, set of muscles being lengthened under a little bit of force. Other side, Jack. That's our balance, pretty good. Whew. There you go. But to be honest, if your balance isn't that great, I would much rather you held on to something and did the stretch properly rather than hopping around all over the place trying to learn the balance. So that's our quadriceps. They're the big muscles at the top of the thigh. Our calf muscles do an awful lot of work. You've actually got two muscles which kind of make up that area of the body. This is for the muscle on the outside, the one that you can sort of see on the surface. It's our calf muscle. It's got a big fancy name, Gastrocnemius, but it's the one that can get really, really tight if you wear high heels, like I'd know, but also if you run and then don't do the stretching. So it's very important that we do this. Each stretch, hold it for about 10, 12 or longer, but minimum 10, 12 seconds. Now this is the one that you're most familiar with, I expect. The next one, us fitness people, we wish everyone would do it, because this is the one that can stop you from building up lots of tension in your calf muscles and your shin muscles. Because what happens is if if your calf muscles get really tight, your shin muscle will get tight as well. So if you don't do this, you'll end up with a bad shin, and you'll say, how did that happen? And I'll say, it's because you didn't stretch your calf. And you'll say, but it hurts my shin. It's because you didn't stretch your calf. It's all connected, guys. That's one side. Big one to start with. Step it right back. So this is the big one, gastrocnemius. It's the one we can see. We can really feel it. So it's important. We'll hold that for 10 to 12 seconds. Bring the toe up in line with the front foot and then sit down onto this soleus muscle. That's the one that works in conjunction with the muscles in your shin. So you've got to keep it flexible. It's much more of a postural muscle, this one. It's used to sort of being contracted to hold us still. So when we start to run on it, it starts to complain a little bit, and that's why it really deserves being stretched at the end like this. Good, good, good. Okay, here's another one which is a real classic exercise that runners should do, but is so often neglected, and you end up at the physio simply because you didn't do any stretching. Cross one foot over in front of the other. If it was the right foot, you lean over to the left, and vice versa. So whichever side you step over, you lean the opposite way. Now, to feel that stretch even more, you can raise a hand up above you, and you'll feel it coming from your hip, hopefully down to the outside of your knee. Hold it there. And the other side. Step it over first. If you can already feel the stretch in this position, maybe you should stay there until it releases and relaxes, and then progress by adding the raise. Ooh, feels good. And then we're going to show you a couple of different versions of a hamstring stretch. Jackie here, she's going to give us the standard leg out in front one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for both legs at once and reach down by bending, 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 not necessarily touching my toes, but if I can, I can. If I get further, even better. Important thing is I'm not bouncing in any of these stretches. If you bounce, you're going to basically tell the muscle to be a bit afraid and it's going to seize up again. So what you want to focus on here is just letting the muscle trust what you're doing and relax into it. Roll up, I will. Jackie can change side. Down we go. Fabulous. Up we come. And how long did that take? Not very long at all. But those few stretches could actually make you a better, faster, pain-free runner. It's got to be worth it, hadn't it? Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.